So, in this lecture, what I want to do is just very briefly outline all the subjects we're going to be discussing in this entire course. The first thing we're going to start off with when we do begin all the course subjects is, of course, who are the traders? Who are these people? And you're going to see how they're not just superhuman, but they're actually people like you and me as well, people who at one time also needed to be trained up and taught. The next thing, obviously, we need to know, and we're going to learn, is how do they make money? What is it that they're doing? What is it we can copy? There's obviously going to be very many ways and things that big banks do to make money that we're not going to be able to replicate, and that's fine. We only need to pick one or two things which will help us make money. We don't need to turn ourselves into a bank. We don't want to turn ourselves into a big bank or trading institution. We just need to copy some of the things that we as private investors can do. Of course, we need to get a bit of a primer on what is the FX market anyway, what moves prices, what are the motivations of all these traders, and guess what? It's not just money we're going to find, and work out what's best for you as a trader. We're going to have little questionnaires on how much money can be made, how much time it takes to learn, and should you be active day trading, or should you be part-time at the end of a job, and how do you convert one from the other? Also, I'm going to provide you an interview with the global head of foreign exchange at a major bank. So that gives you a real insight into actual trading at the major institution, as well as what I, as a private investor and a private trader, I'm going to teach you as well. So that's our introduction, our learning objectives of what we're going to get through in this module, what I'm going to teach you in this module as you work through the individual lectures. What we do need to know as part of this introduction is, for those who are completely new to foreign exchange trading, in a way, if you're a complete beginner, a novice, I want you to think about it a little bit just like being at the airport. You know, when you do the currency exchange at the airport, and for your own currency you get lots of quotes, a buy and a sell price, and you always know that if you convert it back and forth, you're going to lose some money. Well, that's all it is. Trading is simply buying at one price, selling at the other. But of course, we do that on a computer screen through an online trading account. And we need to understand, well, what's going to make the price move so it moves in my favor. That's all we're doing. We're doing it online, the same thing you've done when you've exchanged currency many times over and over again. What are we doing online? Well, we log on, we open an account online, we click on a button, and then what we do is we often see a screen such as this. And of course, I'm going to go into far more detail to explain all of this, but you'll see a screen like this, which has lots of different currency quotes. And let's just look at the euro dollar there. And what you will see when you look at, say, euro dollar is you'll see a buy price and a sell price. And guess what? What do traders do? Well, they basically, like any other kind of buying and selling, they want to sell at a higher price than they bought something for. It's as simple as that, just like you see at the Currency Exchange Bureau. Now, of course, I'm going to, in the lectures, go into far more detail about how it is we open that account. How do we find a good broker? How do we then safely click on buy, knowing that it's going to go up so that we can sell at a profit, and so on? And what do all these numbers mean anyway? And which of these currencies do we pick? All of this, all the questions you're going to have, I will answer in the lectures as we go through. But this was just introductory for now to give you the overview. How do I open an account? With how much money? How do I know which currency will rise or fall? How do I know how much risk to take? How do I monitor the prices if I've got a day job, or even if I haven't? How do I make sure I limit my losses? And most importantly, how do I copy top traders to maximize my profits? That's the big picture of what we're going to do. Again, just as part of this introduction, let me just explain then what it looks like, what the FX market looks like. As I say, meet the traders. This is what it looks like. It looks awful, doesn't it? It looks really complicated and a bit of a mess. Well, in a way, it is complicated and a bit of a mess. What you see is the retail traders. That's us, who will, through online trading, through a broker, whether it's FX broker A or broker B, you see there, we'll place our trades. And then it goes through various banks who are also trading with each other and with other brokers, and they're all trying to put the best price up on screen, which they're willing to buy and sell. So there's a lot of price competition. There's no central individual marketplace like there is with the stock market. And in a way, that's good. It means nobody can corner the market. You'll see other benefits of this for us as well. But this is essentially what it looks like. We don't actually need to worry about any of this. All we need to worry about is that screen, which has one price to buy, one price to sell. How that price is generated? Well, the market takes the prices from all of these banks and puts the very cheapest buy price and the highest sell price out there, so the best prices, which people would want to trade. And that's what it does. Also, as part of this introduction, let me just explain why, actually, in many, many ways, this is the best market to trade. Well, let's not forget, the foreign exchange market is a $5 trillion a day market. That is so much bigger than the New York Stock Exchange or the Tokyo Stock Exchange or the London Stock Exchange. Actually, it's far bigger than all of those. You're just trying to grab a tiny bit of that $5 trillion. Given that there's so much money out there, you'd think it's possible, wouldn't you? That's my job in these lectures, to explain how it is we top traders do that, how we make a living out of it, and how you can as well. It was, as I say, the point of this first introductory lecture is to give you an overview of what we're going to learn and how we're going to go about it.